Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Game of the Week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Ducks will kick this away to get us going. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. And he drops back in the gun. The receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's second down after that completion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to pull it down and run. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down in the field. Let's see what this is all about. You don't see that called too often, but you see it called here. Now it's second down here. And he'll set up to throw. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, Ducks. Just ran away from the defense. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Here's the fair catch by the return man. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. You give it to the big fullback here. Looks like Washington State will have the 1st down.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming, the crowd is screaming, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a 1st down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They're going to run it here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're tracking back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's a bullet over the middle. Deep shot, caught inside the 15. No stopping, and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Washington State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's just good job by the coverage team. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. And the Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? He stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The Ducks pick up enough to get a first down there. And the back now goes in motion. Inside the 40 now. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Washington State's offense back on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? He makes the grab. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for the first down.
After that completion, Chris, on this corner route, see if the offensive coordinator comes out later in the same look, but this time sends the receiver fake to the outside to the corner and back to the inside on a post. Could catch the defense off guard.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
I love this unconventional play on the offensive line. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
The offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys. Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll hand it off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a solid game to pick up the first down and what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive.
Razor. Get set.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Getting set. Here's second down.
Fire. Dino.
Offense looking to throw the ball. The catch is made along the sideline. Good job getting the foot down. Tackle is made, but the quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
The key on a third down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington State. Let's see if this scoreboard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Takes the toss and heads left. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The gain makes it second and medium. RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback that his offense, just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On third down, it's a handoff. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Ducks are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Oregon. This quarterback on fire today. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Here's the second down play. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. That gain sets up a third down play. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks loose at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Third down, the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Ready up.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Tuna. Here we go.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete for a third straight play.
I like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Takes the handoff, runs it off left tackle. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. On the run here. Lets it go. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Ducks are in the red zone. The quarterback's got it on the option. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. He's going to take off here. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He finds the running back in the flat. The Ducks look to keep this drive moving. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
Dumps it down to the back. Clock.
Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. And the Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finds room at the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And so a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. Catch is made down the middle. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So check it out. Here comes the field goal team. They are a long way out, putting a lot of trust in the kicker here. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 21 after the miss. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. Play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, here's the first play to start this 2nd half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the 1st half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that 1st half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Same tailback, another carry. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Okay, ready?
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field.
Ready?
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Ducks will crank up the tempo. toss play to the outside. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, plays.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Washington State's offense back on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Ball handed off. That run moves the ball to the 16. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shotgun, drops back. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it's been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks left and finds his target there. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards into the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. play makes it 2nd and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Hit as he released it. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And now the running back's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Ducks. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touch. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary, potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
Gets some space around the 30. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but it's still supposed to happen.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right,
Maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.